So this will be the CT side setup, our dynamic CT side setup on Cobblestone. And a quick overview of what's going to happen is we're going to have an A anchor and a B anchor and 3 people moving throughout drop to move 2 people A and 2 people to B. So we're going to be moving people through the drop instead of just have one rotating player that moves from here all the way to A, which could take a while. Instead, we just have a train that moves here. The person that was playing here moves here, and the person that was playing here moves here. I'll go into a little more depth. Okay, so next up will be first up will be our A player, our A anchor. So what you're going to do is you're going to come into this corner, not this corner. This corner is a lot better for listening, and this is when your B players are going to shut up and you are going to listen. They should only be talking if they hear a B rush. So you're listening, and if you hear anything except for just one footstep or one person, then you're going to call for rotate. If you hear a flashbang, if you hear a smoke like come up on a site, or even just a smoke off here, or they throw a grenade here, just anything other than just one person, then you're going to call for a rotate. And when you call for that rotate, you are going to use your smoke and smoke off water and escape. From there on, you could play either site, or what I suggest the most is something like right here, and something aggressive up on long. That's really up to you. Just make sure that your person rotating from B knows where you're playing. Yeah, and that'll be our A anchors role. Next up will be our drop A rotator, and at the beginning of the round, this role is been moved around a little bit, so this person can have an op. So what the op's gonna do is they're gonna come up at the start of the round, and they're holding this angle. It's a very common angle for CTs to peek, so yeah, that's the angle you're holding. And if you get a call from your teammates for A, then you're going to move over here, and you could either go here, or here, or up here. You just need to fill up the spot that your other person isn't, or the A anchor isn't playing. So if the anchor is holding there, you should probably go up here and hold long. Oopsie daisies. And vice versa. But if you get a call to come back to B, then you're gonna come back and do this again and hold this. And yeah, that's your role. Next person is, well, I like to call them our drop anchor. So what they're going to do is at the beginning of the round, they're holding this angle. Uh, they could be looking out here every once in a while, just to kind of keep an eye on things. But you're mainly just going to be looking here, kind of strafing back and forth to hold drop. And if you get the call that the A player needs help, you're going to move over here. You should probably throw a flash before you do this, just so it gives you a little more time. And you are now going to be holding this angle, or maybe a little back, or you could hold this angle, but you need to be able to help and drop. Yeah, but if you get a call to go back, then you're going to move back to this position and do this thing. And yeah, that's your role. Next up will be our fountain electrical room rotator. So at the beginning of the round, they're going to be here and ready for a B rush. Be able to help out your platform player, but if the A player calls for a rotate over towards A, what you're going to do is you're going to move over and now play this position of kind of looking back this way and holding drop at the same time. But you obviously do need to be ready to help up. Don't throw it over there. You need to be able to help out your B player in case it's like a fake or something. But you're mainly just going to be holding drop. But if you get a call to move back to the B area, you're going to be moving back to Fountain to help your platform player with whatever he needs. And yeah, that'll be your role, a Fountain drop player. Next up will be our B anchor, and they're going to over here with their Molotov and immediately throw that, just to stop any rushes. Immediately after that, they're going to throw their smoke,
Laying down smoke.
and then they're going to take up this position behind the boxes. And they're basically calling if they need, if the players have been shifted toward the edge side of the map, they will basically call for a shift back if he feels uncomfortable here. Just a flashbang you should probably know. You step back a little bit and you middle click. You hold left click and right click at the same time, and you just throw it like anywhere along this line. Like up there you can throw it, down there you can throw it, and it'll pop really nice without them seeing it. Just a little tip is for you to flash out with, you throw that and you're peeking. And yeah, that'll be your role, being